Well, hey there guys, welcome to Rock Hard Riffs. In this video we're going to talk about strings. It's kind of funny, I watched a video the other day of a much bigger channel, actually a couple of them, and suddenly they have seen the light and they're using 9 gauges. Let's talk about it. Well, hey there guys, welcome to Rock Hard Riffs. This is the guitar channel for the self-taught. Guys, if you're new to this channel, please check out some of our other stuff after you've watched this. And if you like what we do, hey, please subscribe and share. We'd really appreciate that. Help this channel grow. Okay guys, again, the other day I was watching a video of a much bigger channel than mine, let's say. A couple of them actually, they referred to each other in their videos about these strings, and they had been using super heavy gauges and they'd been told this and that over the years. And you know, I've heard it all too. I've been yelled and screamed at by different people for different things and what kind of strings I use and blah blah. Well, you know, it's been over 40 years. I think experience has taught me a little bit here and there. I have tried different strings. I was first introduced to the Ernie Ball strings right out the gate when I bought my second electric guitar. I bought it from a shop where I continued shopping for several years afterward until they changed hands. But anyway, this young guy's name was Mark, really cool dude, was asking me, he goes, so what kind of strings do you want to put on your new guitar? And I'm like, well, geez, what do you mean what kind of strings? He says, well, there are different gauges and different brands and all sorts of things. And he goes, well, who's some of your favorite guitar players? I'm like, well, right off the top of my head, I really love Jimi Hendrix. And of course, I'm a huge Beato fan, but as far as playing the guitar, boy, I just really love Jimi Hendrix. And so he said, try these. And they were these right here, Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9 gauges. And boy, you know, even for a beginner guitar, these things made it much easier than some of the heavier gauges I did not realize that I was using on a prior guitar. And when I started using these, it's like, wow, what a difference. You know, the other ones almost made me quit. The guitar itself almost made me quit. It was a piece of junk. And it also had big, huge, heavy gauge strings on it. It's like, gosh, dang. This is nothing like the classical guitar that I was trained on, right? It was my first electric. So I had tried those, of course, and I had tried several after you know, years. You experiment here and there, and I have always come back to the Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9s. These have been my strings for God knows how many years. Many years. Well, 40 plus years, I guess. So that's that. So it seems like now maybe some of these other folks are seeing the light on the Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9. So I have to ask myself, kind of jokingly, do they affirm what I've been saying, or am I affirming what they're saying? You be the judge. Okay, let's move on to picks, guys. Now, I've made other videos about strings and picks, but we've picked up quite a few other subscribers since then, and it's good to go over this stuff on occasion. Here we have the Dunlop the Jazz 3 Max Grip, and I just started using these after Christmas. I had used a different version of these Jim Dunlops, except they did not have the grip part, this little maxi grip. If you can see, it's kind of like it's embossed corrugation. If you want, it's like something that's like the pick is corrugated with embossed plastic on there, if you can see that. But that grip works because, you know, sometimes your fingers can sweat and the pick gets kind of slippery and sloppy in there. Wow, it's like a cat's tongue. I mentioned this in another video. You really stick to it. It sticks to you, whichever, but I love these. And again, I used to use a very thin pick. Now I use a pretty darn thick pick. But one thing that has not changed is I always like an extremely fine point. I like a very fine tip on my pick. And that's for speed picking. The less surface area of the pick that you use on the string, the faster you'll be. And we'll talk about that in other speed videos when we get to them. But anyway, I recommend these picks, especially for somebody that's more experienced. Definitely a thicker pick. And again, I've been using these for eons, and they have always been great. They rarely ever, if ever, break. They're just a great string. They do wear out after a while, and that's when it's time to, you know, change them. So again, that's my take on the what string gauge to use and stuff. I would never tell anybody, don't use this or don't use that. It's not my gig. You know, I figure you've already thought it out, you've worked on it, you know what you like, right on for you. And I would ask the same in return, you know what I mean, guys? But anyway, I'm going to do some demos and some work with this keyboard coming soon. Mrs. Beans is an organ player, and we both have to just learn more about how to operate this thing, but we'll definitely have more videos of this keyboard coming in the future. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining us. Again, if you're new to the channel, please check out some other stuff. If you like what we do, please subscribe. Alright guys, we'll see you next video.